Now, let us welcome the sixth speaker. The sixth speaker is Miss Nana Yamamoto. She drew the lot D and chose the topic 2. Agree or disagree? Media reports should interview the bereaved family after the incident. Then, Miss Yamamoto, please come up to the center of stage and show us your original jewel.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies and distinguished judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. What do you think about the perpetrator? Are you sad? Please give us a message. When I hear these kinds of conversation from the TV, I always feel so sad. So today I'd like to talk about this topic, about the bereaved family after the incident, because I'm at the School of Law and I learn a lot about these incidents, and I think I'm a little bit more familiar with that kind of things than you, so I'll talk about that. And I strongly agree with that media reporters should interview the bereaved family after the incident. The reason why I disagree with this statement is that the interview causes second damage for bereaved family. They already feel so shocked after the incident, but again, they have to remember the incident by the interview. And do you know a song, Atonement, Tsugunai in Japanese? The lyric is that, like, a man who caused a car accident write letters every year for the bereaved family, and at last, when many years have passed, the bereaved family said to him, "I understand your feeling, thank you, but I don't want to remember the accident. So please do not write the letter again." Like this, even the letter can cause suffering for the bereaved family. Also, as a law student, as I said, I learned a lot about these incidents, and I sometimes watch TV news about that kind of thing. But the interview, when I watch the interview, I always feel so sad and upset because, of course, the bereaved family are not so, of course, they are not happy. They don't want to talk about it anymore, and they suffer. So, please stop making suffer a bereaved family by forcing them to remember the incident. I know some say that interview of the bereaved family influences the society a lot, and it becomes the deterrent power to avoid that kind of incident again. I know that power, but again, I want to emphasize that the bereaved family should suffer from the incident over and over again because of the interview. They may try hard to step forward, but the interview stops that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you one question. Which do you think is right? To make suffer for bereaved family by the interview, or to let them be free from the incident? Thank you.
Let us welcome the sixth speaker. The sixth speaker is Ms. Nana Yamamoto from Waseda University, ESA. She will deliver her speech under a title, Setting Foot on the Field. Setting Foot on the Field. Then, Ms. Yamamoto, please come up to the center of the stage and show us the brightness only you can do.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies and distinguished judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What are the problems of Japanese agriculture? We usually do not ask this question because agriculture is none of our business. I was also one of them. But luckily, I had participated in the project of Saitama Japan Agricultural Cooperatives, Saitama J.U.E.L in short. In this project, I encountered farmers and realized that I cannot afford to be indifferent anymore. So today, I'd like to sound the alarm on our attitudes towards the agriculture of Japan. I hope my speech will be of some help for you to change your point of view from just a customer to a person who gets close to farmers. Many young people are incurious about agriculture. According to a questionnaire done by researchers at Mimasaka University, about 70% of the university students have no interest in agriculture. Normally, we just buy vegetables at supermarkets, not thinking about the farmers' efforts behind the foods we eat. This is the problem that we have to face. Let me share an example to tell you what happens in Japanese agriculture. Now, the population of farmers is aging rapidly. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, the average age of farmers in Japan is now 66.8, which is 5 years older than that of 20 years ago. If we continue to do nothing, it would not be in the distant future that the farmers will retire and agriculture will gradually disappear from our country. Who can say confidently that we can continue to import vegetables 20 or 30 years from now? Imagine there will be no vegetables on dining tables. In that sense, it is us and the future generation who will suffer from this crisis. We should stop being indifferent and insensitive to the invisible crisis of the agriculture in Japan. But why indifferent? It is simply caused by the fact that agriculture is not close to our daily life. I guess most of you here don't often expand your imagination over food you eat every day. It's hard to think about who and where to produce food or what kind of care the farmers have to take, isn't it? We do not see any problems of the agriculture in Japan because the problems are invisible to our daily life. However, I claim we can make the agriculture close to us through just a little experience because I could. In Saitama J.U.E.L project, I had an opportunity to visit a farmer's market. There I found a lot of fresh vegetables. The photos of the smiling farmers and the message from them are attached to those products. Also, I found goods for professional farmers such as agricultural chemicals, seeds, or special scissors for cutting stems. Thanks to these things, farmers' markets made my vague idea of agriculture really concrete. Now I know the efforts behind the vegetables, and agriculture became much closer to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a very simple proposal. Let's go to farmers' markets. You'll be able to feel the reality of what farmers are like and how they work only after when you visit there. It means farmers' market is not just a store, but it plays a role of a bridge between farmers and us. Go there with your friends and family, take a good look at each vegetables in the market, and take some of them in your hands. Then we can extend our thinking about the opportunities and the threats of the agriculture business in Japan. But when it comes to going to the farmers' markets, I know you would say, "What a bother," or "Mendokusai." So, let me change your impression about farmers' markets. Surprisingly, there are 23,590 markets in Japan, according to the data of Central Union of Agricultural Cooperatives. This number is bigger than that of stores of 7-Eleven in Japan. You can easily find the nearest one through the net search. Also, you can find fresh agricultural products at its very attractive prices, as the local farmers directly sell their products to you. Now that you see the attraction of farmers' markets, there's no time to hesitate. By just thinking about agriculture, we can cheer farmers up. Actually, most of the farmers I met in Honjo City were pleased to know that I wanted to learn about agriculture. But it should be much greater if we can extend our thoughts to come up with a lot of options to involve ourselves in agriculture. So, I would like to ask you to consider taking the next steps. For example, renting share farms, buying products at farmers' markets, doing part-time job at farms. Anything is fine. This change of our mind is a small but a hopeful step for breaking through the situation of agriculture now. Through the experience at the farmers' market, I started to think we should care more about agriculture as a person concerned, not as a beholder. So I took the next step of my own. As for me, thinking about agriculture as my future job seemed suitable, and I took part in an internship at an agricultural company. I'd like you to consider being involved in agriculture in some way like I did. The agriculture in Japan has been faced with the stealth attacks, while many of us are uninterested and seldom think about it. Before too late, we need to notice that we will be in grave danger. Farmers' markets pave the way to step forward, and it leads us to a brighter future. So, let us set foot on the fields of the agriculture. Thank you.
We have a question and answer period. Mr. Miyaki, please.
Okay, Ms. Yamamoto, thank you very much for your speech.
Thank you for listening.
Many agriculture. So, would you tell us about the reason that you first participated in the J.U.E.L project? Why did you go there?
Okay, I found that program in my university, and every one of my university students can participate. But last year I wanted to do something new, and agriculture is totally new to me. I didn't know anything about agriculture, so I chose that program.
Okay, so what in agriculture was so attractive to you? You want to make it your job, future job, right?
Yeah.
What's so attractive?
Agriculture. Firstly, agriculture is necessary for us all because it produces like rice or vegetables. But young people like us don't know a lot about agriculture. So I want to be a little bit more familiar than other young people. And after learning about agriculture, I knew that it is really attractive because agriculture has lots of possibilities. For example, using AI or kind of thing. So that's attractive to me.
Okay, so there are many opportunities in the future. Right. So tell us also about what you did during your internship at the agricultural company. What did you do?
The internship was about the company was agricultural consultant. So it's not like doing like farmers, but connecting the companies to farmers. So like for example, a farmer want to use some kind of machine, but don't know where to have. That company talk to the company of machines and connect it to the farmer, and farmer can use that kind of machine. So I learned how to consult agriculture.
Consulting to agricultural supply.
Yeah, right.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so what do you see in your future? What will you be doing in the agricultural job?
What I do, okay.
What you will be doing?
Okay. What I will be doing. Actually, I'm not. I think I will not be a farmer, but a supporter farmer. Like I want to learn about AI, technology, AI, no, IT, technologies, and use that kind of technology to support the farmers. For example, using drones to use agricultural chemicals. Yeah, that kind of thing. I want to support the farmers.
When you support, when you do all that, what will happen? What's your dream?
What's my dream?
What's the future best state?
Okay. When I support the farmers, I think I want the farmers to smile more than now, because many farmers are not so happy about the future of agriculture. So if young people like me working at agricultural fields, I think they will be happier. So it's my ideal situation of my future and agricultural future.
Great. And also maybe they feel younger.
Sorry?
Maybe they feel younger.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you.
はい、ジュエルカップは本当に出られるなんてまさか思ってもいなかったので、こんな素晴らしい大会に出させていただいていることがもう本当に光栄というか、本当にもう嬉しい以外の何物でもないです。はい、私が今回のスピーチに込めたメッセージというか思いは、私農業というものに 携わった経験が本当なかったんですけど、去年携わらせていただいて、それに関していろんな人に意見を一気に伝えられる場っていうのがスピーチの特にオープン大会なんじゃないかなって思ってるので、少しでも同じ年代の人に農業に興味を持ってもらえるような、そんなスピーチができたらいいなと思っています。ジュエル、本当に東日本と西日本のトップのスピーカーの方と一緒の舞台に立てる、そんな機会で、私にとってはもう一つ前期の区切りでもあったんですけど、もう憧れの場所にいられたっていう感じが私の中ではすごく大きいです。本当に入れられてよかったなっていう感じです。はい、私自身のスピーチ生活っていうのもそうなんですけれども、後輩とかに自分がオープンに出たというか J.U.E.L に出た時にどういう気持ちだったのか、どうやってきたのか、そういうことを身をもって語れるっていう財産にはなったんだろうなって思って、それが一番生かしていきたい場所ではあります。ただ今回の大舞台でやらせてもらったっていう経験で、もう私は J.U.E.L で喋ったんだから、もうこの先もできるだろうっていう自信につながっているんじゃないかなと思っています。